Okay, year 6. So I'm just going to go through a couple of the challenges that I set you on Monday to start off the lesson, and then we can go to Tuesday's lesson. So I'm going to start with the reasoning problem, okay? Josie and her brothers and sisters measured their heights and found the mean average. The mean was 150 centimetres. Josie forgot her height. Can you work out the missing height? Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put what's missing into a number sentence. So you can see this is what I've done over here. Okay, so something divided by 5 equals 150 centimetres. I know this because in the question it says the mean was 150 centimetres, and I know there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 numbers including that missing number. So in order to do this, I've then flipped this because this sign has gone over to across to the equals. It changes to the inverse, and I've used 150 times 5. Okay, so that equals 750. So I know in my number sentence that 750 divided by 5 equals 150, and I've done it down here to prove it to you. So I know that all 5 of these numbers need to add up to 750. So what I have done is I have added these numbers up, the numbers that I have, and you can see that I've got 615, okay? So now I know I need to get to 750, so I'm going to take 615 away from 750, and I will get 35 centimetres. So the missing height is 35 centimetres, okay? Now, if we look at this one, this problem-solving one, we've got a list of numbers 6, 2, 8, 10, 5, and a missing one. Here are a set of 5 numbers with 1 missing. What would the last number need to be to give a mean of 6? Now, let's look at this one first. So again, I'm going to put this into a number sentence that will help us work out the average. Okay, so I know that something divided by 6 gives me 6. Because if I look, including the blank number, there are 6 numbers, okay? So again, I'm going to flip that and do the inverse. And I know that 6 times 6 is 36. So I know that these numbers need to add up to 36. So I've added up the numbers that I've got there. 6, 2, 8, 10, and 5. And I've got 31. So I know 31, I need 5 more to get to 36. So my missing number must be 5. So, using the same method, I can do the same with the second part of the questions for the number 7, because something divided by 6 equals 7. I've then used the inverse to know that 7 times 6 is 42, so those numbers now need to add up to 42. I know from previously they only add up to 31, so the difference between 41 and 32 is 11, so that number must be 11. Okay, year 6, so today we're carrying on our lesson and we're going to calculate and solve problems using the mean. So we know that the mean is another way of saying average. And we looked at the average of people who had eaten pizza slices, and it was around about how much one person would have used, okay? So if we look at this problem here for lesson 3, calculate the mean age of a group of 5 people. Okay, you've got the mean age that is already given to you this time, it's 12, and you need to figure out how old each person in this group would be. So is there more than one answer? How are we going to find it out? We've been able to find the mean, now we're given the mean and told to work backwards. So, we've got 5 people, I've drawn 5 people on the board, okay? And say, this is one possibility, they could all be 12. Now if you count up in your 12s, okay, 12, 24, 36, 48, 60, okay, you know that 60 divided by 5 is 12 years, which would give you that mean. However, they might not all be 12, and you could still get a mean age of 12 years. So let's have an experiment. I'm going to put this one as 9. I'm going to put this one as 10. This one is 12, this one is 14, and this one is 15. So pause the video here, add these up and see if you still get an average age of 12. Okay, pause and have a go, and then we'll go through ourselves. Okay, So we know 10 add 12 is 22, okay? We know if we add 14, we have 36, okay? And we know if we add 15 to that, we get 51. And then we've got the 9 that we haven't added, so we know we'll get 60. We know that 60 divided by 5 is 12. So yes, we still get an average of 12, okay? So that could be one possibility of the age, okay? What about this possibility? Right, I'm going to make this girl's going to be 8. Then we've got 10, 13, 14, 15. What about that possibility? Again, pause and have a go. Okay, and then I'm going to put another one straight underneath for you. 5, 7, 8, 10, 30. Have a go. Okay, so you will notice once you've paused this video and have had a go, you will notice that all of these ages add up to 60, and we know 60 divided by 5 is 12. There are 5 people, so you divide that number by 5 and you will get 12. So as long as your ages add up to 60, you could have any possibility. For example, that bottom one, and even the one above it, the one with 30 in as well, okay? And you could still end up with an average age of 12. So do you think the mean age is a good indicator of how old the 5 people are? Do you think it means that actually most people are 12? Do you think that it means people are only around that age? So, for example, look at 50, look at 30. That's quite a long way from 12 for me. Yet the average age is still coming out as only 12 years old. Okay, that seems a little steep, really. So what do you think? So what you're going to do now is you're going to have a look at the guided practice that will be in your book, and you're going to calculate the mean age of each group, and then you're going to answer question 2, okay? The mean height of 3 people is 170 centimetres. So you're going to try and answer these possibilities in the same way that we've done this on the board, okay? You could have those 3 people and you could just make some sums, make them add up to 60, because you know 60 divided by 5 is 12. What divided by 3 is? It gives you a 170 maybe, okay? And then you guys are going to have a look at your guided practice on this page. Now this is, again, same thing, but with your word problems, and your workbook page will be on this as well, year 6. Okay, so really easy, but you need to think about all the different possibilities. I want as many possibilities as you can, okay?